The news that Gervonta Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko have reopened talks for a November unification fight has the boxing world in a frenzy. This much-awaited 135-pound bout looks to be one of the biggest contests in recent memory. Following Davis's victory over Frank Martin, Michael Benson announced on X that the WBA and IBF lightweight title unification fight negotiations are once again on track. These discussions were confirmed by Bob Arum, who emphasized that this fight would be the hardest of Davis's career. Gervonta Davis and his group are excited about the match because they know that Lomachenko will be a technical test. Renowned for his superb footwork and angles, Lomachenko is just as eager to return to the ring. It is anticipated that Davis will need to dramatically hone his technical skills for the fight. He can't afford to give up multiple rounds to this opponent in the hopes of securing a late knockout. In the meantime, Floyd Mayweather announced his much-anticipated rematch with John Gotti III on Instagram. This comes after their contentious first meeting from the previous year, which ended badly. Mayweather revealed a fight poster for his August 24 rematch in Mexico City, despite earlier suggestions that Victor Ortiz might be his opponent. The event will be covered live on DAZN. Mayweather stressed that although their first fight ended badly, this fight will provide the closure that both competitors and fans had been waiting for. In the boxing world, Mayweather and Davis's animosity has taken center stage. There has been an increase in tension, as seen by arguments in public and heated words. Mayweather has been accused by Davis of avoiding a fight with him, and Shakur Stevenson has blasted Davis for picking opponents carefully and avoiding strong opponents such as Stevenson. Stevenson emphasized that rather than taking on more formidable opponents like Edwin de los Santos, Davis chose to challenge Frank Martin for the WBA regular lightweight title because he believed Martin would win. WBC lightweight champion Stevenson contends that Davis's deliberate selection of opponents to reduce risk is a standard boxing strategy. He highlights his accomplishments as a three-weight world champion and draws comparisons with Davis's track record. Stevenson continues to express his desire to face Davis, but he understands that in order to have the greatest possible impact, the fight must take place at the appropriate time. He notes that, because of Davis's widespread recognition in boxing circles, the enthusiasm surrounding possible rematches for him with opponents like Ryan Garcia or Isaac Cruz now outweighs the attraction of a matchup with him. Another turn of events has revealed Floyd Mayweather's resentment of Davis, further dividing them into a fierce rivalry. The fact that Mayweather did not show up for a planned news conference for his forthcoming exhibition contest against John Gotti III in Mexico has sparked rumors regarding his location. According to reports, Mayweather may be stranded in Dubai as a result of outstanding debt. Regarding this, Davis has been vocal, calling out Mayweather for his purported behavior and implying that there is a larger gulf between them. Calvin Ford, Davis's longtime trainer, has also voiced his displeasure with the ongoing dispute. In the boxing world, Ford highlights the need of mentorship and support and calls for a settlement that enables all sides to proceed in a constructive manner. Many people believe that personal conflicts shouldn't take precedence over professional accomplishments, which has led to wider concerns about mentorship and support in the sport being raised by the animosity between Davis and Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's circumstances in Dubai have garnered a lot of attention. Rick Glazer, the promoter, says Mayweather won't be able to move forward unless he resolves his financial issues. Stressing Dubai's severe financial commitments policy, Glazer disclosed to his colleague in Dubai that Mayweather is currently under local custody because of a significant debt. Glazer points out that although this legal matter is unrelated to Mayweather's boxing accomplishments, it does highlight the significance of honesty and accountability. Organizers of the event and media have been perplexed by Mayweather's absence from the news conference and the ensuing backlash, which has fueled rumors about his surprising no-show. The Mexican government, which has a strong desire to host the competition domestically, has publicly denounced Mayweather's actions. Excitement was further heightened when ESPN's Salvador Rodriguez intimated that Mayweather's next exhibition contest would be better than all of his past bouts of this type prior to the press conference. Gervonta Davis cited a piece in World Boxing News that revealed Mayweather did not show up for a significant press conference in Mexico, even though he had promised a big sum of money to support a local fight. Davis has made no secret of his displeasure with Mayweather, claiming that the veteran boxer is almost stuck in Dubai because of his debts. Public interest in Davis and Mayweather's ongoing conflict has only grown as a result of Davis's direct criticism of Mayweather. Davis finds himself at a pivotal point in his career because of his rivalry with Mayweather and his possible matchup with Lomachenko. In addition to getting ready for the Lomachenko fight, Davis has to deal with the unsolved issue with Mayweather and Stevenson's criticism. This intricate interplay gives Davis's career path additional layers of fascination. Regarding a possible clash with Shakur Stevenson, Davis hasn't held back in sharing his opinions. Known for his direct approach, Davis has questioned the effectiveness of Stevenson's blows and criticized his defensive strategies. He has suggested gaps in Stevenson's defensive toolkit by challenging others to provide proof of Stevenson's ability to slip blows. Davis's self-assured remarks highlight his faith in his skills and strategies to prevail in a fight, should they ever square off. The conversations between Davis and Stevenson on social media have turned into a recurring show. Stevenson has persisted in calling for a fight, saying that if they squared up, Davis would be in for a shocking discovery. Although Stevenson is clearly frustrated by Davis's unwillingness to confront him, he also understands that a fight like this takes time to develop to its fullest. The head of Top Rank has also commented on the potential matchup between Davis and Stevenson. Todd Duboff stated in an interview with Boxing Scene that he hoped the bout will happen because of its realistic potential. Although Bob Arum has stated that he thinks Stevenson has a good chance of defeating Davis, he also understands that Davis, as the pay-per-view phenomenon, has the last say. The boxing world is left to guess as to what might happen when the Davis-Lomachenko fight discussions go on. Will Davis be able to meet Lomachenko's challenge, or will the Ukrainian's technical skill prove to be too much? Simultaneously, the ongoing rivalry between Davis and Mayweather remains prominent, obscuring his plans and public persona. The story that is developing gets even more complex with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s scheduled rematch with John Gotti III. The contentious conclusion to the first fight has set the stage for what looks to be an exciting sequel. The boxing world is keeping a careful eye on Mayweather as he works through his legal difficulties in Dubai and gets ready for the match, wondering how these developments will affect his legacy. In conclusion, a compelling story is created by the weaving tales of Floyd Mayweather's impending rematch with John Gotti III, Gervonta Davis's negotiations for a unification fight with Lomachenko, and their rivalry. The boxing community is keen to see how these rivalries and talks will affect the sport's future, therefore it is watching these events very carefully. Davis's career is at a crossroads, with big chances and difficulties to come. The next chapter in his boxing career will be determined by how his disputes with Mayweather and Stevenson are resolved, as well as the result of his fight with Lomachenko.